I want to ask Nick to come into the studio. I want to ask him about this this story where this hockey player is beta. I want you to explain this story. I forgot to tell you this morning about this guy by the name of Brooks. Is he? That's his name, Brooks.
Brooks
right?
Laich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about this. There's an update on this, right? We're calling this guy out.
Yeah, there's a little like gossip mass on Friday. We're just having fun, but we did call him out. Well, we didn't call him out actually. We never called him out.
So go ahead.
He's an ex-hockey player, right? And we had talked about a month ago about how he was having marital issues, and the marital issues were stemming from finding out that his wife came out as not straight, is what she calls it.
His wife not straight.
Yeah. So bisexual or something.
Right.
They're still married. And anyways, they were
Is
having
that Julianne
Hough.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And so they were having some marital issues, and like he was explaining how, they're working it out, and part something that helped him work it out with her is that she made him explore his sexuality, and he talked about it on a podcast, and he just sounds so pitiful talking about it.
He said his wife made him explore it.
Right, and this is what saving their marriage. This was back then, months ago, when we talked about it, and he talked about it on a podcast. It just sounds so pitiful talking about it. So embarrassing.
And so we have a soundbite on that?
We do have that soundbite that we played.
Oh, okay.
Just as a refresher.
All right, here we go.
Part of my journey in 2020 is exploring my sexuality. And by that, I don't mean if I'm gay or straight. I mean, like, in my sexual relationship, what is my sexuality and what am I craving and what are my desires and what are my wife's, and like, how can we have this language to feed each other and get everything we want and be sexually expressed to the nth degree. When you look up the word sexuality, by definition, is capacity for sexual feelings.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Right? You know that came from her, though.
Trick.
It doesn't. A man ain't got no business speaking that way.
You know that came from her.
So, Joel, what does it mean to us? How do you explore your sexuality? What does that mean? How do you even start that?
Sounds pretty gay to
Where's
me.
the beginning of that?
It seems like she's not satisfied in a relationship with the sex, or maybe that the relationship's getting boring, or because those people in
He
the
a
fallen
beta
state.
male. Look how he sound.
Right, but those people in this fallen state, they have that ego and they just want more and more, and then they're not satisfied. So it seems like she's trying to spice up. Obviously that she's curious in women. It seems like she's trying to spice something up in her life. So what she's trying to do is, convince him, and he's trying to convince himself that, if we spice up the sex in the marriage by getting more nasty, then it's gonna, bring something back. But it just sounds like a setup to go deeper in the wrong direction.
And she's like, go on, sorry.
No,
And
go ahead.
he's like, but it's not gay though. It sounds pretty gay to me. But also, this is me speculating, but I feel like women do that when they want out, but they can't really say it, and so then
Right.
she pushes and pushes, thinking that this will be what breaks him. But then when he doesn't break and falls for it, she's like, "Oh wow, this is a new development." You know what I mean?
What a beta male, though. I don't
Big
even.
time.
I don't even know how you explore. I really don't know what that means. Really, I'm black and slow, and I'm really that black and slow. Nick, what does it mean
He's
to
gay.
explore? How do you explore sexuality? What is sexuality?
He explained it. The definition of sexuality is your sexual feelings.
And how
What
do you
does that mean?
explore it?
By going gay.
Does it really?
I think that's what she was
I don't
saying.
know if it was.
I don't know if he meant that because he said he's not gay.
But-
I know, but like this is it's like you start like hacking away and you slowly.
Well, it could lead to that. I just think it's like taking the sexual stuff to another level.
I
That's
agree
what
with
think it
Joel.
is.
Yeah, it's like
Like becoming a freak.
Right.
Yeah.
Becoming more of a freak.
I don't want to
taking
be
it
a freak, but I
another
can't
level.
help myself. You heard that song?
that's too appropriate. That's her. and
That's
that-
her husband.
Yep.
That's a man that was trying to find his sexuality too.
Yeah. ex-hockey player, like successful, doesn't need to do any of this.
Wow.
Doesn't need to.
And he was a hockey player, huh?
Big time. Canadian.
How can you be a hockey player, be controlled like that?
Right? It's like one of the toughest, in my opinion. It's a tough sport. You don't play around in that sport.
It's amazing that you could be in football, basketball, hockey, in the
Especially hockey.
military,
You got to fight in hockey.
a lieutenant, a captain, in charge of an army, and come home and your wife beat you up.
That's
I
so
know.
true.
That is amazing
That's
to
like
me.
that's like ancient.
Yeah.
There's like generals, kings, all brought down by like in eons of like thousands of years of history brought down by a woman.
That spirit is something else.
Yeah.
You could be a big old muscular
I
man,
know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
8 feet tall, and your wife beating you up.
That's ancient.
What do you think it is? You think they don't understand the spiritual part of
Yeah,
it, or
the real
sex?
self. No, they're with mama, and they have not overcome mama, and they don't understand that spirit inside, because your body, you're not your body. It's just the house you live in. The real you is the spirit,
Right.
and that's what controls you. Either you're controlled by the spirit of mama or the spirit of dad. And most of these big guys in the military and everywhere else are controlled by mama's spirit. They don't know it. They don't understand it. So when they get involved with these women, they're really involved with mama.
Right.
They become little boys. That's why they must be born again.
Do you think most of them have the desire to go out and be tough because they're running from?
A lot of it is a cover-up, yeah.
Interesting.
That's what these gang members are going through, too.
Right.
They get into these gangs to try to feel better, feel like a man.
Right.
But there's no feeling to being a man. There's a feeling to being a woman, but no feeling to being a man. It just is, you just be. This man should be ashamed of
I
himself.
agree.
A man ain't got no business saying he exploring his sexuality.
Or
I can
using
see
it.
women saying that because they don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
But men, how do men say
I
that?
know.
And
Using that language.
he had expressed back then when
Yeah,
we, were
where you get that language from?
we talked about it back then, and he was expressing more, like beyond the whole exploring sexuality thing. He talked about how he was reminded of the loneliness of being single, and he couldn't let go. And
The loneliness of mama.
so
Yeah.
I feel it's born from a not wanting to lose her. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Beta Bell.
Yeah.
This man, what's his name?
Brooks Laich.
Bro-
And he was like
Like, you are beta. Can we get Brooke on the show?
I've tried, but I'm definitely trying again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then when we talked about it, I emailed him.
I would love to talk to
I
him.
know.
And so the update on the
Right,
the
because you
story is
never
what?
called him out, right?
Right.
You never called him out, and I just learned about this, and it's time.
Right.
You gotta show him some love. He apparently is self-isolating in Idaho, and she's in L.A. She froze. She revealed to the magazine that she froze her eggs, and they never tried to get pregnant, but she froze her eggs just in case, and that she is not rushing to be a
That's
mom.
So messed up.
She's not rushing to be a mom, and that she doesn't like labels to their relationship.
But why does he even bother being with her?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta call him out.
Bruh. What's his last name?
Brooks Laich.
Light. Right?
Yeah.
Brooke Light, you've been called out, man. Why are you even bothering to be with this woman? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, man? Back in a moment. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.